unhinged. He's like, "Ugh," it's like driving around. He's like pissed. I don't want to get Russell Crowe angry. I swear to God, I don't want to get anyone like that. He's like 6 foot, 300 pounds or whatever. He's like muscle, but he's like heavy. He drives around in this big, crazy truck. Welcome back, guys, to another Bamcomixs movie review. This is OC, and we're gonna get into Unhinged. It really struck me how, how relatable it is to everyday modern life here living in New York City. Unhinged features Russell Crowe at a level that I've never seen Russell Crowe before. I mean, of course, with The Gladiator, A Beautiful Mind, and of course, playing the father of Superman in Man of Steel and the Zack Snyderverse. I've come to know Russell Crowe, Master and Commander, a serious actor, and haven't really seen him play a villain, aside from that movie a long time ago where he was the villain and he had to foil Denzel Washington. And he, I think it was called Virtuosity. I'm not sure if that was the movie, but he was a combination of all of these serial killers, and Russell Crowe came back. In this movie, Russell Crowe, I mean, is nothing short of amazing in Unhinged, which I didn't have too high hopes for this movie. Just honestly, I thought that it was not going to be good, and I just went into it like, okay, let's watch Unhinged. And there was opportunities for me to watch the movie, in the movie theaters and, I guess, an outdoor drive-in. And I just wasn't really feeling the movie too much. I really didn't know what it was about too much. See, here, guys, doing this YouTube thing, it looks like I'm cool and calm and collected, but secretly in the back of my mind, I am shitting bricks. I get so nervous whenever I make these videos. But yeah, with Russell Crowe, it was like in this movie, he took on a total transformation. And I know Ray Liotta, who's also one of my favorite actors, Goodfellas, of course, Ray Liotta, for the role in Narc, he put on a lot of weight. So when people saw him on set, they thought it was his brother. It was like, this is Ray Liotta? Or the same thing happened with Russell Crowe. He got big for this movie. I'm talking about, he's looking like 300 pounds or something, man. But he's, still tall and intimidating. He looks like a huge angry bear in this movie. And basically what ends up happening in Unhinged, which kind of reminds me of another movie that I've seen called Falling Down with Michael Douglas. And it's one of these movies where it's like an everyday type of man has had it up to here, with society, with everything. He is just an angry man, right? And what ends up happening in this movie is that, unfortunately, and this, a testament to real life, he gets cut off in traffic one day by the protagonist of the movie. Russell Crowe has had it up to here with your BS. He's not taking any more BS from anybody. Russell Crowe just decided to wake up and go, you know what? I'm going to burn someone's house down. And that's the opening scene in the movie. It's like, wow, okay, what kind of movie are we going to be getting here? For me, it's like a really a thriller, kind of horror, but more of a thriller in the daytime, which makes the movie so scary because this is something that could happen to anybody. Not to the level that it went, or maybe it could be something to that level, because Russell Crowe took it to the extreme. And I don't remember his character's name. It's not the best movie, Unhinged. It's not the best movie, but in terms of entertainment, it is definitely entertaining, I'll give you that. So he gets cut off by the protagonist, who's a woman in this movie she's going through a divorce. And she has the misfortune to be in traffic to take a shortcut at the request of her son. She's dropping her son off to school. And she takes a shortcut, which a lot of people do, right? They're traffic, they see traffic, they don't want to be part of the traffic, so they take a shortcut or they, go around some other way. And she happens to come upon Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, he's driving this huge truck, a really intimidating vehicle, really huge truck, and they're at the light. And we've all known this to happen, right? The light turns green, but he's not moving, right? He's not moving. He's just stayed at the light. And, what do you do in a situation like that? I guess you can beep him. Of course, you could beep him, right? Like, hurry up, it's green. Now it's time to go. And no, he doesn't move. And so she goes around him, right? I don't really think that's kind of like cutting him off, but she just like drives around him. He's not moving. What is he gonna do? Wait there forever? So she's like drives around him and kind of cuts him off, but drives around him. And unfortunately, what ends up happening is that at the next light, and what happens in real life at the next light, he manages to come back and reach her and catch up to her. So now they're side by side. This movie reminded me a little bit of Duel. Duel was a great movie, kind of similar. I like Duel a lot better. It's scarier. This one had its moments. So they're side by side, and Russell Crowe explains to her like, there's no courtesy tap, and then he shows her. He's like, this is what a courtesy tap is. Like you honk the horn lightly, kind of like 2 or 3 times, like beep beep beep, like that's like a little courtesy tap. And she's like, whatever, like move on with your day. It's not that serious. And then that really gets Russell Crowe really mad. I have to keep saying Russell Crowe because I don't know the character's name, but it's like Russell Crowe. Like, I just pictured this as a Russell Crowe. Maybe he got fired from Hollywood. He's not doing any more movies or whatever. And he's really, really pissed off. So then he's like, you know what? You don't know what a bad day is, but I'm going to show you what a bad day is. And then from that moment on, it's like the whole movie, like the the opening of the movie shows the violence that is this angry man, right? Russell Crowe. He's like really angry. This character is just really like angry, like I guess like his wife left him in a divorce. Like none of this is shown. It's implied through dialogue that I guess his wife left him as well, and the divorce lawyer, he's a bad relationship with these types of people. And of course, he's at that breaking point. He becomes unhinged, and he starts following this woman on the streets, and doing all sorts of crazy harassment stuff. And then like it starts to escalate from just like a little bit of harassment to full on murdering people, like in broad daylight. Murdering her lawyer. He does this in front of people. Like he doesn't care. Like he goes and he starts killing people, breaking into homes, and this is just because this woman like cut him off in the street. So that's why I say, like, man, like I saw this movie a couple of weeks ago, but then as I'm driving around, like I see people cutting in front of people and like people getting like really angry, but like this is like next level stuff, guys. This is like stuff like he doesn't care whether he lives or dies. He doesn't care if he gets shot by the police or arrested or anything. And what's crazy is like there are people that they just don't care. And so this movie highlights that as a thriller. I thought there was some aspects that could have been done better in the movie, but all in all, it was an enjoyable. It's one of those afternoon movies, I guess you can watch. It was enjoyable. Some parts forgettable, but enjoyable. That concept, it was really interesting to me. So I thought it was a cool movie. Yeah, I'd give this one maybe like a 3.5. It's kind of like the ending is very predictable. There was a part in the gas station where, like, the main character goes into a gas station and she's telling people, look, this guy's been following me, and there's some people that offer to help. Like, listen, he's on the camera in the gas station. The gas station has all of these cameras around, and they're like, we're going to call the police, like, leave this lady alone. Some parts were, like, kind of wonky. Like, if you have cameras in the gas station, how does this enraged, angry man, I'll call him the angry man, how does the angry man have time to get into her car, steal her cell phone, or I don't know what he does. He takes her cell phone and then he tapes a iPad, unlocks her iPad. There was some stuff in that movie. It's just like, that's not believable. But other than that, it was an alright movie. I think well, not all right movie. I liked it. I liked it. I just like to see actors play against their type or just play characters that they don't usually play. And to see Russell Crowe play this type of character was just like, like, I hate Russell Crowe. Like, he made me hate his character so much. So that's why he's such a great actor, right? So he really did good in that role. He really did good. And yeah, I recommend it if you want to watch something different. You want to watch a thriller. Has a predictable ending, but you know, it always ends in the way that those thrillers that I like does. That the main character will say a line that the villain said, and then she'll say it to him. You know, I always love stuff like that. Like, here's your courtesy tap, and then, like, she kills him. So, guys, if you like this video, please make sure you hit that like if I miss something, because, guys, I'm bound to always miss something in these movie reviews, or if there's something that I didn't talk about or something that you noticed that you like, put it in the comments below, share it with the rest of us, and make sure to hit that subscribe, hit those notifications for more Bamcomixs. This has been OC, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys.